Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start the chapter Golu Grows a Nose. This is a very interesting chapter. Let's start it. Long ago, the elephant had no trunk. I know everybody has seen an elephant. A big trunk used to be there in front of elephant. That is the nose. But long years away, meaning very long years ago, elephant did not have the trunk. He had only a bulgy nose, as big as a boot. Earlier, he didn't have a long nose, but a short one. He could wiggle it from side to side, but couldn't pick up things with it. So he was able to bulk it, but he was not able to pick anything with the help of this trunk. There was a baby elephant called Golu. He too had no trunk but only a bulgy nose, as small as a small boot. Golu was full of questions. He asked his tall aunt, the ostrich, "Why don't you ever fly like other birds?" So Golu was a very inquisitive elephant. Baby elephant, I should say. He used to ask many questions from his aunt about various things. So once he asked his aunt why we are unable to fly like birds. Then he asked his tall uncle, the giraffe, what makes your skin so spotty? He was very inquisitive. That is why he used to ask various questions with various other animals. Likewise, he used to ask giraffe that why spots are there on his skin. He asked his huge uncle, the hippopotamus, why are your eyes always so red? In the series of his questions, he used to ask hippopotamus, his uncle, that why his eyes are always red. He asked his hairy uncle, the baboon, why do melons taste like melons? And with baboon, his question was, why melon has the taste of a melon? The ostrich, the giraffe, the hippopotamus and the baboon had no answers to Golu's questions. Golu is a naughty baby, they said. He asks such difficult questions. So actually, God has made the people like that, made the creatures like that. That is why they used to think that Golu was very naughty and they did not have any answers of Golu's questions and they used to avoid it also. One day Golu met the Maina bird sitting in the middle of a bush and he asked her, "What does the crocodile have for dinner?" The Maina said, "Go to the bank of the great grassy Limpopo river and find out." So once he asked Maina that why crocodiles have for their dinners. Generally people used to avoid his questions. But this time Maina told him, go to the bank of river Limpopo and there you will get the answers of your questions. So the inquisitive Golu went to find out the answers of his question. Golu went home. He took 100 sugar canes, 50 dozen bananas and 25 melons. Now Golu had decided to go near Limpopo river, so he packed his lunch like sugar canes, 50 dozen bananas and 25 melons, as elephant needs lots of food. Then he said to his family, "Goodbye. I am going to the great grassy Limpopo river." And then he bade goodbye to his family members. "I will find out what the crocodile has for dinner." He had never seen a crocodile and didn't know what one looked like. Though he was inquisitive to know the dinner of crocodile, but in his lifetime he had never seen a crocodile. So he did not know how he would look like. He met a Python and asked him, "Have you ever seen a crocodile? What does he look like? What does he have for dinner?" So now in his journey he found a python, big snake, and he asked him the question that, "Have you seen, do you know how a crocodile look like and what does he have for dinner?" his real question was, as usual, always what he eats. So he repeats the same question with this python also. The python uncoiled himself from the branch of a tree but said nothing. Golu politely helped him to coil around the branch again and said goodbye to him. So the python, he was coiled up. You have seen the snakes are making their body round. Then he came, but he didn't answer. So now Golu's questions were not